And welcome to Kentucky Brew Reviews. What's the difference? I'm Radar. I'm Special K. And tonight we're going to be looking at Budweiser versus Busch. Both Anheuser-Busch beers.
They are.
Budweiser runs about 5% alcohol by volume, while Busch runs at 4.3% alcohol by volume. Pretty similar.
Previously, we did a head-to-head with these, and
that link will be down below.
I was a little bit surprised by the results of that, and I'm looking forward to judging this a little bit more harshly, just because I was surprised a lot by the outcome of that.
Yeah, as we mentioned before, for a 30-pack of Weiser, that runs about $21, $22 for a 30-pack, while Busch runs between $17 and $18, so it's considered a bargain or value beer. While Budweiser has a higher ABV, on the head-to-head, which is a blind taste test, we chose Busch. Both of us chose Busch over Budweiser. So let's look at the colors first off.
Now, I feel like the colors are going to be a little bit off because we got a thin glass and a thick glass.
I still think
Busch is a little bit
darker.
A little bit darker though.
Yeah.
Even with the thinness of the glass.
The heads are exactly the same. You don't have head, but I have heads on mine.
I poured this one really, really lightly. I poured this one a little bit heavier, but not very.
The nose is honestly about the same. The Budweiser has a slightly heavier nose.
Yeah, there's more substance to the Budweiser. I've stuck my nose in it again. There's a little bit more substance to the Budweiser, but it's not necessarily a substance that is preferable. Like, it smells kind of like dirty grains.
And Budweiser is just... it's kind of a little sweet, and it's just kind of clean. There's not a lot going on. It's got a little bit of grain on the back end. Nothing offensive in the beverage.
It's got a little bit of vegetable oil in it.
Towards the back,
just a little bit of vegetable oil flavor.
It's still pretty clean. We've got our palate cleansers here.
Really, really clean. I'm still reeling from having done the head-to-head though. Like, I don't know where that came from.
Let's go ahead and try this Busch.
Never been more surprised at a head-to-head.
The Busch is just more crisp. Right off the bat, that's a big difference. The Busch is crisper. Mouthfeel's about the same on them. It's a little bit easier drinking. It's got a little bit of a sharper bite, so I guess it's probably more hops. Yeah. Not hardly noticeable in this kind of beer, but
I think the big thing that's going for it though is it doesn't have any of the dirty grains.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a whole lot of taste to begin with. It's a very neutral beer. It has no dirty grains and no vegetable oil flavor, but it also has basically no other flavor. It's got I want to say it's got more alcohol in it than Bud Light, but you could give this to me and I would believe that it was Bud Light.
I think the carbonation's a little bit better on the Busch as well. From taste wise.
Actually, yeah.
From taste wise,
there's clearly more carbonation happening.
Now I know lots of people when I say that one of my go-to cheap beers is Busch, they look at me and turn their nose up. Drink Busch, Budweiser's way better, or Miller's way better. I'm like, is it though? Like, have you really sat down and drank those beers?
I remember doing a head-to-head where we did all three at the same time, and they were nearly indistinguishable.
Yeah. But clearly, even after we did the blind taste test, and even here, I still prefer the Busch. Like, flavor-wise. And like I said, price is a big factor. Now, we have drank, me and you've drank quite a lot of Busch Light. Via vacation, sometimes we're low on funds.
It's important to have fish on the
Radar
can.
here will split a 30 of Busch Light for a night. It'll last us most of the night.
It's important to have fish on the can also if you're fishing. Scientifically proven to increase the yield of your fishing productivity.
Yeah, I don't think the 0.7% alcohol is that big of a difference for the price.
No, I don't think it matters that much. The cost is such that honestly, I think I'm gonna start just buying Busch now.
It's better.
I mean, I've had both of these at different times. I've never had them side to side, and I'm just really, really surprised what's happened today.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, so what's the final verdict? Let's look at the cans. We haven't looked at the can art yet.
Oh, yes.
Anheuser Busch has their traditional logo on there on the front. It's a red can.
It's not super
very
traditional.
plain. It's got a lot of
They
words.
changed it. They've changed it like 3 times.
I like Busch's can better. It's just got some mountains on it. It's got the Anheuser Busch logo on it. It says Busch Classic to celebrate tradition. It's got a little blurb on the bottom about introduced Busch in Busch Bavarian as Busch Bavarian in 1955, has grown from a regional brand to a national favorite. Described as a clean and clear, refreshing mountain air. Yeah, it's clean and clear and refreshing. Hope you'll try it, and I know you'll like it.
Now I gotta say the Budweiser Americans.
Yeah.
Those are very cool.
Well, I will say
the art on those are very cool. The Busch stays the same year round.
Well, they
except
fish
during hunting season.
They have fish on the cans. They have camo on the cans.
That's true. During deer season, it turns orange. You get orange camo Busch.
Now, the thing where Budweiser has the advantage at, while you can get Busch in bottles and cans, typically 12-ounce cans, 16-ounce cans, 24-ounce, 25-ounce cans.
Yeah.
And that's it. Well, these can come. They have the 16-ounce screw top cans. They also have the aluminum.
They also have
pint cans, the 20-ounce cans.
They also have 40s of it.
Yeah, because available in 40s. Busch is not. So these have it has the availability of having multiple versions. You know, these even come in 8-ounce bottles. We forgot about that.
Oh yeah, and the tiny miniature cans.
Yeah.
Because I accidentally bought someone sent me out for a 12-pack of canned Budweiser. And I picked up the first 12-pack I found and took it up to the register and left. Got it to his house and picked one out, and it was like that big around. And I was like, I feel like a giant. We don't have enough beer though.
So in flavor, you know, the can logo and price, I think Busch. Now, while vessels, as far as vessels go, Budweiser's got the.
Budweiser has a distinct advantage.
And I guess technically probably an availability too, but Busch is pretty regularly available.
Yeah.
Like, it is an Anheuser-Busch product, so that's not surprising. But Budweiser's probably more readily available. Like, if I go to a concert, they have Miller and Budweiser. That's it.
Yeah.
They're not going to have Busch, like in most concerts I go to. Now, you have to go to a restaurant to get that kind of stuff. You agree, Busch?
Yeah, I've got to give it to Busch. I've enjoyed both of them, but I've got to give it to Busch.
All right. Well, that's the verdict. I'm Special K.
I'm Radar.
Thanks for watching.